I've got a really big announcement to make, so hold on for this one. I'm quite excited, and this is as excited as an English person gets, so run the intro. Welcome back. I'm Rob Lang, and this is my game Clomper. You live inside a mechanical ladybird called a Clomper, which you can control by laying pipes to power machines with steam. The outside world is a hellscape that you explore from inside the Clomper, picking up resources and completing quests. If that sounds like fun, like and subscribe for more. Now, before we get on to the really exciting stuff, I need to tell you about menus. Now, I know you all love a good menu. They're not at all boring, but I have them in now. There's one for resolution and sound settings and key bindings, and setting them up took a bit of effort, but they're in now. Now, I'm not going to go into detail because it very much turns into, well, I put a button and then I put a button and then I put a button. Now, settings have taken a fair bit of work, but they're one of those features that if you don't have it, then it's going to be immediately obvious. You just have to do it. Now, I've used a builder pattern behind the scenes and it looks a bit like this. I don't know if you're interested in this stuff. Do you want to know? Go and ask in the Discord if you really want some detail, or if you all just go crazy in the comments, then I'll do a video on how to use a builder pattern to use the UI toolkit and the input system in Unity to build something that's kind of slick. On just about every single game dev YouTube channel, they give one piece of advice that I haven't taken because I am an idiot. And what's that piece of advice they always give? Well, let's hear the legend that is Jonas Tyrola and Chris Sikowski tell us what it is.
I think a lot of indies wait too long to show it. You really should get a Steam page up as soon as you possibly can.
Yep. After all this time, I haven't got a Steam page for Clomper. So I've done all of this work, putting all of these devlogs out. This is number 62, and I haven't been able to say, go wishlist. But now I can say, go wishlist. Go on, go and wishlist. Well, I'll still be here. Just pause this, scroll down, click the link, go and wishlist on Steam. You can search for it. Clomper, it's on Steam. Steam, I've got a Steam page. I've got a Steam page. Go on, I'll still be here. Go on, off you go. Goodbye. Go on, I'll be here. I've done all the things our saviour Chris Sikowski suggested, and it's got a half decent Steam page. I'm quite impressed with it. If you like this background, then pop over to the Discord. I've got a 4K version. Chances are you've been on Steam before, so you'll notice that something is missing. Yes, a trailer. Now, I've never made a trailer before. You could argue that the first 20 seconds of this video is a trailer. And yeah, I suppose I could have used that. However, I felt like I wanted to create something new, something a bit longer that showcased all the different parts of the Clomper. So how do you make a trailer? Well, I don't really know. I've never made one before. I'm just making it up as I go along. But here are some ideas that I've found from others. First of all, start with action. Secondly, you want gameplay footage, and lots of it, and ensure you show all of the cool stuff. If there is something that your game does that's really cool, show it. It needs to be about 90 seconds long and end with a call to action, which should be probably wishlist this game, because wish lists are what we all want. Now, Mr. Sikowski says that people tend to skip through the trailer. And he's right, I do that as well. It's amazing, it's like he's got cameras in here. But I also wanted to tell a narrative. I wanted to tell a micro story. And that's what I began with. I wrote a little story about creating pipes and boilers and going on a quest across the landscape, turning things on, navigating, picking stuff up, and then falling off the cliff at the end because everyone likes an explosion. Then I made a storyboard because I had a nagging feeling that although I could tell a good story, I wouldn't necessarily be able to put cameras in the game in a way that was cool. Another thing I had to decide on was audio. Now, Clomper does have some audio, but it's not really enough for a trailer. You want some cool music. Now, in the background, you can hear Ashton Fallero's Webweaver's Dance, which I've been using free on YouTube by their permission since I've been creating devlogs. And I think it's the right kind of music, perhaps not quite clompy enough. So I reached out to a friend, Karen Tingley, to compose some music for my game. I needed about 90 seconds for the trailer, and I wanted about 4 minutes in total so I could put it on the menu screen and also perhaps backing for this YouTube channel. So to give Karen the best possible chance of recording something that I would love, I needed to explain what it was in my imagination. Now, I hadn't made the video when I talked to Karen about this, so instead I sent the storyboard, a list of what all the frames were, and this energy graph that kind of showed where I wanted the music to be rousing and when I wanted it to be quiet. And although that did help, we decided in the end Karen needed a rough cut of the trailer. So I bashed one out, I sent it over. So putting the trailer together was a bit of an issue because I only had one camera, the player camera, and I couldn't go outside. Now, you've seen the Clomper clomping around outside, but that's using the Unity scene view, which doesn't have nice things like anti-aliasing and fog and effects and just doesn't look as good. So I decided to make a photo mode camera. I have been thinking about this as a debug camera, but setting up photo mode opportunities was such fun, I'm going to just give it to the players to use. I kept the photo mode camera very simple, only took me 3 evenings. So the features of the photo mode camera is, first of all, you can jump between player or the Clomper proxy. And then when you're moving around, you can clip as much as you like, and you can speed up and slow down using the scroll wheel. Now, when you're outside the Clomper, you can also lock on to the Clomper proxy in 2 ways. First of all, there's a kind of a lock on, which locks the rotation. So you can do these spinning around the Clomper awesomeness, or you can attach yourself to the Clomper proxy so it will follow it along and you can use them both together. And what's been wonderful is it's a new way for me to look at the game, and you get to see all this kind of stuff which would have been very difficult to do with the Unity scene camera. If you're making devlogs, I can heartily recommend putting in a photo mode camera. It's really not difficult in Unity. Just do it. You can make some fantastic video footage for your devlogs. So as you can see, here we are on the roadmap, and I'm at the point of having a choice. Either inventory, which is all about scrap and collecting and lots of pipes, or weather. And I asked you in the last video what you thought was best, and there was a pretty even split, but I think it came out on inventory. And I kind of agree. It's a pretty much new game mode, and it will make Clomper feel quite different, so I'll do that one first. Everything seems to be growing, and that's lovely. YouTube has crossed 2,000 subscribers, which is astounding to me. Thank you, everyone. I've had a few more people tell me that they've binged all the way from episode 1. You know, that's nearly 3.5 years ago when the game looked like this. If you have binge watched, please do let me know in the comments, and maybe other commenters can offer their emotional and moral support in this difficult time. I'm really sorry. Are you okay? I now have 100 followers on Twitter, which isn't a lot, and 59 very active people inside my Discord, which is still the best place to get mini updates before YouTube. And that's where we are. I'm going to cut this devlog together, and then I'm onto the inventory, and I just can't wait to do it. Don't forget, like and subscribe, join the Discord, wishlist on Steam. There's a growing list of things I'm going to ask of you now. Sorry. Like, subscribe, join the Discord, wishlist on Steam, stand up, do a dance, stretch, make sure you stay hydrated, touch some grass, stop complaining about Star Wars, and until next time, bye bye. And then I put a button, and then I put a button. I'm not like burning money waiting to release this on Steam, because if I were, I would be bankrupt long ago. It's just so true, and it hurts. And then I put a button. Really excited, even English Matt. Oh no, hang on, I've let go. And then I put a button. We'll get through the boring stuff. The boring stuff. It's like any of it's boring. It's all fantastic. I mean, none of this is boring, is it? And then another button, and then a button. That noise is my body, not the chair, just in case you're wondering. Age is horrendous. And then I put a button, then I put a button. And then I put a button, and then I put a button. A crush. Oh, watch out for the crush. And then I put a button. It's not gin. What was that? It's not gin. Oh, it's the finest petrol or gasoline. That's the good stuff. Oh, water where I live tastes awful. Still, I probably should be drinking petrol. Adjust the hat. It's very important. Keeps the shine off my head. And then I put a butt on. And then I put a butt in. And then I put a button. And then I put a button. And then I put a button.